Here we go, guys. We have our final with Rosie and VIILIPYTTY. But I don't know anybody who wants it more than VIILIPYTTY right now, but he's got a big tree to climb here. Can he take down Rosie? We'll find out. Pre-bans are in. We can see Okeanos and Ragdoll getting pre-banned, and Rosie with the first pick.
We see ROSITH is taking out the Okeanos, understanding that that is a key part of VIILIPYTTY's draft and that it's runed very quickly, so that it's something that he needs to be aware of. Taking the Sarah's first pick, but then a quick counter pick with a Vanessa right away. I'm not sure if we need that. Savannah's always a great pick, very strong unit, good in almost every situation.
Now, Vanessa Savannah for VIILIPYTTY. Rosie with that first pick with the CR, looking at a Fran right now. He really likes that Fran. He's been including it in almost all of his drafts here.
Interesting take on the Juno. He was either going to go with some sort of a Daphnis or a Juno there to be able to counter the team here. VIILIPYTTY is showing that he's lacking a little bit of immunity, so that's his weakness at the moment here. If I'm ROSITH here, I would really like to lay down, I still say this time and time again, a really tanky Dover and another AoE unit would probably take this draft here. Some way to capitalize on the fact that your opponent has no immunity. And that's kind of what he's going for. He's going for the Dark Monkey. And I anticipate probably either one form of support or one more AoE unit. Either option is okay here because Sierra can dominate on its own here. Goes with the Daphnis. Interesting choice. That tells me he's likely taking out the Vanessa first, but is not committed to it.
Yeah, well, Rosie wrapped up his draft with that Dark Monkey King and a Daphnis. VIILIPYTTY looking at a Chiwu right now as his last pick, chooses to lock it in as well. Double speed lead for VIILIPYTTY. Potential first turn coming out of him.
Yeah, interesting take on the Chiwu. I like the opening here. It would give him a really strong opening, but of course, ROSITH doesn't want to deal with the Chiwu, so takes it out. We're going to be left with a lot of damage coming out from VIILIPYTTY's side up.
Yep, definitely. 33 speed lead for VIILIPYTTY. He wants to take this first round. It's going to be very important for him. Here we go, guys. Round one of the final. VIILIPYTTY versus Rosie. Ethna is going to be taking first turn on VIILIPYTTY's side of the field, going for a capture, not getting the stun onto that Daphnis, but does confirm that strip. Going for an AoE, does land that defense break on top of the Daphnis here.
Yeah, massive proc there, able to get defense breaks and able to have Vigor wipe out Daphnis off the bat.
That's right, VIILIPYTTY puts Rosie on the back foot immediately, dropping that Daphnis. Savannah going with a gigantic roar, gonna get the defense break onto the Juno, gets the additional turn as well. He's gonna take advantage of that, and does.
Yeah, so basically ROSITH is stuck with 3 units to 4 here. I don't think the Dark Monkey can solo even with the Fran support, but he's definitely gonna try. It's not over yet, but ROSITH needs a lot to go his way if he wants to take this one.
Going in with that third skill, getting 3 stuns out there, and the defense break is going to be on the field as well. Vanessa trying to take advantage of that defense break, sitting on top of the Juno. Vigor was looking to finish off, but the Savannah did not supply enough damage to drop that Juno.
Yeah, big proc, big damage into that Juno there, but again, Juno's super tanky. Really like this build, and it finally goes down.
Yeah, VIILIPYTTY very aggressive. Almost taking down Rosie already. Rosie looking for a defense break with that Dark Monkey King. Does confirm with the additional turn as well and stuns up that Vanessa.
Yeah, but here's where speed buff prevails here. Dark Monkey does need another turn for skill 3 to come up. Might not be able to get it unless it procs again. And that speed buff is going to allow VIILIPYTTY's team to lap.
Yeah, going in for the capture. Does get the full strip and the stun onto the Fran. Big skill 2 from this Dark Monkey King, possibly. No, he's going to concede it. VIILIPYTTY's going to be taking round 1 away from Rosie. What a strong performance.
Yeah, so we saw the Ragdoll pre-ban. I'm curious to see what VIILIPYTTY decides to take out from ROSITH's side here. I wouldn't be surprised to see like an Eleanoa or Dark Monkey pre-ban. Probably a Dark Monkey, given the fact that VIILIPYTTY doesn't have it and ROSITH tends to be drafting that now. But instead decides to take out that Fran, which is actually giving VIILIPYTTY challenges as he snipes out a unit or attempts to snipe out a unit and then has to fight on turn 2. So Fran is a really good pre-ban here and allows VIILIPYTTY to continue pressing aggression.
Oh, VIILIPYTTY's going to be drafting a CR as his first pick. ROSITH looking to respond, taking that Vanessa and the Vigor away, which are the 2 first picks coming out of VIILIPYTTY last match.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Vigor here at this specific juncture, just because it kind of puts him at a slower speed and allows VIILIPYTTY to go fast, exactly as he's showing here. He won't have that Chiwu in his back pocket, but he's going to be able to apply a lot of pressure. ROSITH actually going for that Leo, which I like a lot into this. Keeps his draft open-ended. I'm not sure about the Juno in this situation, but Juno and Leo pair very well together.
And VIILIPYTTY with 2 last picks, going to be wrapping up his draft after seeing a Leo and a Juno.
Yeah, but Leo and Vigor also don't work well together. So something like a ban on Juno and then bring in 2 AoE units or bring in more AoE is going to be very good against ROSITH because Sierra is also very good into Leo. Vigor is terrible with Leo together, so I think ROSITH is kind of misplaying with this draft here. Raccoony, obviously a pick for that Leo too, so we know Leo's going to be in play. Juno's tentatively the ban, but I think VIILIPYTTY's comfortable banning out that 5th unit if he really needs to.
Yep, most definitely. Well, wraps up his draft with that Raccoony and the Ethna. Rosie looking at a Belinus to wrap up his draft as well and confirms that.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna see a ban on that Belinus here just because that's the biggest source of RNG. It's the way you get killed in one pop here. So that Belinus is going to be banned, not banned, interestingly enough. So if ROSITH resists a reset from the Okeanos, he's going to be in a great spot here. VIILIPYTTY just needs to hang on long enough and then do enough damage to pop out a unit.
Well, both speed leads going to be banned out here, but we have 2 crit rate leads coming out for both these guys. We're getting into round 2 with Rosie and VIILIPYTTY. We could possibly see an upset, but Rosie can still hold on here. No reason why he can't. Big torrents coming out from this Leo onto the Savannah. Ethna possibly looking for a 3rd skill capture, getting the stun on top of that Belinus as well.
It gets a stun on the Belinus and actually decides to go for a reset on the Vigor here, so we'll not have the reset for that Belinus, so VIILIPYTTY needs to be aware and take control of that Belinus whenever possible. But Belinus can't proc, otherwise VIILIPYTTY probably loses instantly.
Out. Big Future coming out looking for some Despair Stuns, getting that Despair Stun on top of the Savannah. You can see that Raccoony pushed up that Okeanos, but here comes Vigor looking to deal some damage to that Okeanos. Full stuns are going to be up here, going to get the full team stun. Looking to confirm it. Does not get that stun on top of the Leo, though.
But look at how much damage this Belinus is taking. Belinus is basically gone with the skill 3 from the Oki and then a skill 1. So there we go. I don't think ROSITH has a real way to win with that Raccoony in play and all this damage coming out from VIILIPYTTY.
That was massive damage coming out of VIILIPYTTY. Defense break sitting on top of the Leo, so even the Leo's going to be taking a lot of damage, but he's choosing to go after the Vigor.
Yeah, and this is a lot of little healing that this Raccoony's bringing and a lot of manipulation, boosting up different units left and right. Ethna does have its skills up again, and that's just a lot of cooldowns coming out from VIILIPYTTY.
Rosie looking for the Despair Stun on top of the other, not receiving it there. Okeanos getting the reset back onto the Vigor, and we have Savannah looking to pop that Vigor right here, and does not, but gets the initial turn anyways.
Does get the additional turn anyways. Decides to go after the Vigor. Vigor would have died anyways with that dot. Doesn't matter though, did not want to touch a different unit. And again, it's just 4 units on VIILIPYTTY's side here. ROSITH needs a miracle in order to come back in this one.
Really does. No Despair Stuns. That could have been the miracle he's looking for. Possible 3rd skill going out onto the Leo. Can he confirm a kill onto the Leo? And he does. VIILIPYTTY looking very strong in this round 2.
Yeah, looking very strong here. There's no way this Juno comes back. We know it's a really well-rooted Juno, but it's not coming back here.
Not coming back at all. VIILIPYTTY with the current 2-0 on Rosie. What a strong man. Yep. Well, pre-bans from last time. We've got the Chiwu. We've got the Fran. You know, we may see another 3-0, but it would be really insane to see a 3-0 going up against Rosie here. But pre-bans are coming in. Okeanos and Ragdoll getting pre-banned.
Yeah, so same pre-bans as the first game here. I mean, ROSITH is a really good player here, so to be able to 3-0 him means a lot. It's not easy. We're going to see a Sierra first pick, I think, just because Sierra's generally been the unit, but he's probably also thinking about either that Ganymede or that Fran. I think all these options are in play here. And he's just thinking about how he can best stop that aggression from VIILIPYTTY's side.
Yep, most definitely. So does first pick that CR VIILIPYTTY very quick to locking in that Vanessa and Savannah.
Yeah, again, I always don't know if we need to take that Vanessa this early on. I would have preferred to see a Ganny take or something like that. We also haven't seen a Hathor in this matchup very much, but I guess in the face of this much aggression, neither player wants to commit themselves to that. And so we see ROSITH responding with slower units, a Vigor and a Fran here. And I think that's going to play right into what VIILIPYTTY may throw his way.
Yep, possibly. Let's see what VIILIPYTTY is going to be drafting here. Hovering over that Ethna once again, being a strong unit for him. We've seen a lot of Ethna in today's play.
Yeah, and you know what we haven't seen, though? I haven't seen a Changpeng coming out from VIILIPYTTY, something we've seen in America's Cup a lot. Changpeng would pretty much win this draft on the spot here, but maybe VIILIPYTTY doesn't have it. So instead, he needs an AoE stripper now. It's probably going to be his last pick, some sort of a Triton or a Chiwu or something like that. So ROSITH needs to be prepared to defend that with his draft. And I don't know if that Diana Leo is going to be enough.
I'm not sure if that Diana Leo is going to be enough either. I'm still favoring VIILIPYTTY's draft, especially with that Sean, and he's going to be bringing out a Tableau as well. Another curveball coming out of VIILIPYTTY.
I mean, I love the way he's playing variants on his core draft here. I think, obviously, with all these speed buffs, Leo has to be the ban here. But that's a lot of damage. He's going to have 3 units up front, teeing off, and then a Tableau to reset them and go off again. So something's going to be dying early. We're going to have a very quick finals here, unless ROSITH is able to survive, have a unit survive here. But Leo's going to be banned out, and VIILIPYTTY is going to be piling in a ton of damage.
Yep, there's the ban on the speed leads. Vanessa's going to be banned out here. ROSITH definitely going with that 24 speed lead due to Ciara. But we're getting another speed lead coming out of this Tableau as well.
Yeah, we do have a speed lead coming out of Tableau, and I don't see how ROSITH is going to be able to come back from this one. I mean, there's just so much damage coming out from these 3 units with defense breaks, Tableau resets. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, potentially a final match, but we're going to find out, guys. ROSITH versus VIILIPYTTY in our round 3 match in this final for the SWC European Cup. Ethna's going to be taking first turn here.
Yeah, winner here gets an extra $5,000, so they definitely want that. Obviously, this 2-turn immunity is going to be huge, but again, this is so much damage coming out of VIILIPYTTY's side with the Tableau reset coming.
Ooh, Savannah getting the full strip onto that Ciara as well. Dots are going to be sitting there. Possible 3rd skill, may even go with a 2nd skill due to this Vega.
I definitely think he needs to go for that 2nd skill, give that anti-crit buff, and in order to have a chance of RNG back. And actually, ROSITH might be in a good spot because this Diana will cut here, and he will be able to dismount that Savannah.
That's right. Bomb does land on top of the Ethna. Can he get the stun on the Ethna as well? Diana. Ooh, not Diana just yet. We've got Sean up here.
Yeah, but either way, this Diana is going to be boosted up in front of that Tableau, and it's going to dismount this Savannah, which is going to be huge.
It's going to be massive damage. The attack buffed as well. Here goes the skill 2. Looking to dismount the Savannah.
Definitely should be thinking about dismounting Savannah.
There it is. He goes to dismounted Savannah, and the Tableau is going to be cutting here.
Yeah, goes to the dismount and made a calculated move because he knew he was going to be cut there from the Tableau on the backswing. But again, those are 12k a hit, so much damage here. And VIILIPYTTY needs to pummel and damage and take out a unit now.
Yep, really does. Ended up getting that stun onto the Fran as well. Sean getting the stun and attack bar boost as well. Looking to pummel in some damage on the currently stunned up Diana.
Yeah, so I mean, the entire team is stunned up except for Fran here. Everything that's speed buff on VIILIPYTTY's side. The unit just went down.
Additional turn coming out of that Ethna. That first skill to finish up the Diana. Going in with a 3rd skill, stunning up the Fran here. We've got Squall primed and ready. Drops that CR. Looking so good for VIILIPYTTY. He's going to be taking round 3 from Rosie. There you have it. VIILIPYTTY is today's EU champion.